And Wadi Gatan of the Libra Initiative joins us now for more. Wadi, thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
A big day for the Supreme Court for dreamers. What is at stake here for these dreamers?
Yeah, really, what's at stake is the dreamers and their future, right? We understand that dreamers are contributors to our economy. They're contributors to our society as a whole. They're a big part of our schools. They're a big part of our churches. I mean, they're embedded in what is American society. And when we talk about their future, we're also talking about the future of people who depend on them, right? So a lot of employers depend on the talent and skills that dreamers have. Dreamers have gone through our school system. There's an investment in them. There's knowledge and talent that they have and that is contributing. So the moment that they are in jeopardy for deportation, it's not just jeopardy for their futures, but for their families and, again, our community as a whole.
Obviously, cameras are not allowed in the courtroom, but was there anything you heard coming out of oral arguments today that really struck you?
Yeah, well, a lot of the reports are showing that there's an inclination from the court to rule in favor of the administration. Now, those reports obviously can change if the Supreme Court comes out and gives a different ruling. But at the end of the day, no matter what the Supreme Court decides, we believe that the eyes should really turn to Congress. Congress and the White House have the power to legislate. They do not need to wait for a decision. They can work now on a bill that is permanent for dreamers and provides them a legal path to citizenship.
Gotti, tell us about the role that the Libra Initiative is playing with Dreamers.
Yeah, so we're a grassroots organization, so we really believe in taking the voice of the community to Congress, taking the voice of the community to Washington. So we partner with Dreamers across the country. We want to make sure that their stories of how they're contributing to the community and how they're playing an essential role in American society is heard here in Congress. When people hear their stories, they're more inclined to support and to be helpful for what is this cause.
Is there a viable bipartisan solution here?
Yes, we think so. So really, when it comes to it, we have to understand that there are Democrats control the House and Senate Republicans have control, but then there's also a Republican in the presidency. So we believe a bipartisan path forward would be one that pairs a permanent solution for dreamers and at the same time provides enhancement for border security. There is wide support across our nation for both of these issues. If we pair them together, not only is it a win for Democrats and Republicans, but it's a win for our country and for dreamers and for the security of our southern border.
So you hit on this a little bit about the role of both the White House and Congress, but do you think that that there is enough consensus right now for both the White House and Congress to own up to the responsibility to come up with a permanent solution for dreamers?
It's no secret that right now the topic of immigration is one that tends to be dominated by divisiveness. If you see the headlines or if you go on social media, it's a contentious topic. But at the end of the day, when you look at polls and when you look at data, there is wide support in favor of dreamers. We understand that they came here as children. They know no other home. And they pledge allegiance to our flag, and their contributions are of great benefit to our nation and to their families. So we think if Congress can take this first step, we understand that there's a lot when it comes to immigration reform. There's a lot of parts that need to be fixed because they are broken. But if they can take a first step and focus on border security and dreamers, we can get the ball rolling. We can get a solution that will hopefully lead to updating our legal immigration system and addressing the rest of the undocumented population.
Just a few seconds left here, but we're not going to get a ruling until June. Wadi, how do you see this playing out?
Well, the reality is, come June, we're in 2020. We're in the middle of the 2020 elections. Parties tend to be divisive. We think there's an opportunity between now and the end of the year for Congress to really come together. This is an opportunity for them to put together bipartisanship and to unite around something that we believe is common sense.
Right. Wadi Gatan with the Libra Initiative. Thank you so much. Great to have you.
Real pleasure.